As somebody who believes the Bible as my source for truth, I couldn't get past it. When you look in the biblical cosmology, it tells you point blank, I mean, you are on a circular still flat earth set on pillars under a dome within which the sun, moon, and stars were placed on day 4. That's the narrative. 44 authors plus, 40-something authors over 1,400 years writing a cohesive story, and whenever any of them decided to write, they didn't all write about the cosmology, but any of them that did choose to write anything about the shape and nature of our world and the cosmology in general, did so from basically a snow globe point of view. And when I looked at that, I'm going, the firmament was huge for me. And there are people out there trying to say it's just an expanse, and it just represents gas, air, atmosphere, and space. The words in English don't support that. The word in Hebrew doesn't support that. The word in Greek does not support that. And the way it's described doesn't support that. It says that the throne of God is sitting on top of this thing, and it's attached to the earth, and and it declares his handiwork, his being the creator. This is a huge deal. And you got Isaiah, Yeshua, the Son of God himself, Jesus Christ if you prefer, Peter and John, 4 big heavy hitters in Scripture, telling you that all the stars up there are going to fall to earth. And at that point I'm going, then they can't be what modern science is telling me they are. Because we got big problems if Betelgeuse is headed our way, followed by Andromeda and a few billion other galaxies. So somebody's lying here. So am I going to call Isaiah, Yeshua, Peter, and John a liar? Or am I going to call Carl Sagan, Lawrence Krauss, Michio Kaku, and Neil deGrasse Tyson a liar? Well, these guys don't have any credibility in my eyes because they're always bashing the Bible. And by their own admission, they're telling you, excuse me, they're full of crap. By their own admission, they don't know what they're talking about. So why would I ever believe them over the Scriptures?
Mock them, ridicule them in public. Don't fall for the convention that we're all too polite.
Scientism is simply religious beliefs clothed in scientific terms.
They have a belief system that they are starting with, and they're doing everything they can to force science into agreement with that belief system.
If the erosion rates were true, going back millions of years, these tracks should be disappeared millions of years ago, but they're not.
So why not put these in the museums? Because they vindicate the Bible.
Don't tell me my theory is religious and yours is science. Oh no, sir, they're both religious. Evolution is a religion. So you have to believe.
Mainstream media, when it begins to push a scientific agenda, it consistently is leading people 180 degrees away from Scripture and a personal relationship with our Creator.
Science is a philosophy of discovery. Intelligent design is a philosophy of ignorance. That's all.
And so this is the next step of what we see as the strong delusion.
We despise him.
You're being indoctrinated. You have to answer the questions a certain way or you're going to get an F.
Do you get your cosmology from the Bible and what you can observe, or do you get it from these people who admit it is a religion, it is a belief system, it is esoteric philosophy?
The world is going to gather together to make war with God.
It's scientism versus God. That's what's going on.
You and I are descendants of Martians.
Okay, and that's not crazy. And that's not crazy?
If we are faced with a common enemy in outer space, it would indeed help to unite the Earth.
If a non-rotating flat Earth does not exist, why would you even use the phrase? Why would you even say that?
Celebrate Truth presents a flat-out truth production. Coming this fall, the journey continues of the biggest deception in the entire world. From the director of The Global Lie and Scientism Exposed.
Could they be lying to you?
A deception this big would take generations to hide the true creator of creation. Scientism Exposed 2, a Robbie Davidson film.
How do you prove a black hole? How do you know those gravitational waves prove the collision of two black holes?
Somehow, eventually, they are able to observe phenomena.
No, they can't observe. It's too far away. It's too theoretical. How do we know what they're saying is true?
You can see an agenda.
Coming this fall on DVD and digital download.